All right, y'all. If you've been paying attention to A-Fizzle Productions last couple of months, you have an idea that this video was coming. This was years in the making, going back to about 2013 or 14. I was going to make this type of video. I was like, no, I'm going to wait till Auburn plays Florida. As y'all know, that my Florida Gators are playing the Auburn Tigers this week. Saturday afternoon, 3:30 on CBS. And I think it's time for me to give y'all the real truth. Let's close up all these windows. You can't see, but I got windows closed, open on it. I just heard the window close just now. All right. Let's get down to the real chase. All right, the TV is muted. I think I need to lay it down for y'all. And I'm not gonna make this long. I'm trying not to. Those of you who don't know about A-Fizzle, the person that's talking to you. I live in a city in the state of Georgia called Columbus. If you don't know where Columbus is at, it is right on the border of Alabama. Like from where I live, from where I stay, I should say, in 5 minutes, well, I said 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, you could be in the state of Alabama from where I live. That's how close I am to that border. 10 minutes away. The Chattahoochee River separates Georgia and Alabama. Now, Columbus is like a big little city. I think if I recall correctly, it is either the third or the fourth biggest city in the state. I know obviously Atlanta's the biggest city. I want to say Augusta is also bigger than Columbus from population wise. And I think Macon maybe. Macon's in the middle is in the middle of Georgia, and Augusta is right on the South Carolina border. I know if you hear people who live or are from Augusta, Georgia, they talk about Georgia and South Carolina Gamecocks, Clemson Tigers at Bermuda Triangle. That's what we have here in Columbus. We got this Bermuda Triangle between the Georgia Bulldogs, the Auburn Tigers, and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Now, I'm going to go right off the rip. I don't like going with where everyone else is going. I like to separate myself and be different from where everybody else is going, which is why I never became a Georgia Bulldogs fan. It has nothing to do with, hometown, home state pride, fuck all that. I, as I just could not be a Georgia fan because that's all I've been around most of my life. My dad, his friends, a lot of them are Georgia fans, and I guess you could say I was sort of rebellious when I was a teenager. Like anytime a group of people was rocking one thing, I've always wanted to rebel against that, which is kind of how I am today. A lot of people, when you go on YouTube, I'm a fuck. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put this on YouTube as well. On YouTube when I have my rants about people, these new YouTubers that came around the last 48 months. All they want to do is make live streams talking about let's grow, let's be popular because we're trying to fill a void that we lost out on in high school. And I strongly rebelled against that. It's like, we're not trying to grow. We staying underground forever. Fuck all that growing shit. People want to scope me out and subscribe to me. That's fine. I'm not gonna sell out to cater to the pop audience. That's why I call that type of audience the pop audience. And it's not really necessarily a pop audience here in Columbus, but what I am saying is, when everybody was for, I was the opposite, and I get a lot of shit from it. I really do. But you know what? I don't care. Now, in Columbus, we have our four major TV stations. You know, Obviously, the CBS, ABC, NBC, Fox. I'm not going to go with the letters for CBS, NBC, Fox. CBS, ABC, and Fox. I'm not going to go through the letters of those. The W blank blank. I'm not going to talk about those channels because they have nothing to do with this conversation. Even though our CBS could somewhat fit in this criteria as well. I want to focus more on our NBC station here in Columbus. As you can see, it's called WLTZ Channel 38. And the main thing that I've been catching on to from WLTZ in general, and you know what? If anybody from WLTZ watches this, y'all been not flag this shit. Because y'all know it's true. One thing I caught on to the last couple of years is that they sort of have this. Oh, before I get into that, just want y'all to know that Columbus is about 35 minutes away from the Auburn Opelika area. And in a way, Columbus, Opelika, and Auburn, we all share a metropolitan area, because of our close knit. Kind of like you go to North Carolina and you got Raleigh, Durham, Chapel Hill. Kind of like you go to Minneapolis. I mean, you go to Minnesota, you got Minneapolis and St. Paul. Or let's see, I'm gonna think of another one. You go to let's see, think of another one. You go to Texas, you got Bryan and College Station, or you got Dallas and Fort Worth. You get where I'm going. Y'all get where I'm going with this. That's where it is with West Georgia and East Alabama. Now, for those who never been to Columbus, we don't really care for anything in East Alabama. We really don't. It's not any type of turf war or anything. Oh, fuck, all these motherfuckers from East. No, it's not anything like that. We wouldn't necessarily go to East Alabama just because. And same can be said for people in East Alabama. They would not come to Columbus just because. The only time we'll probably cross paths and go into each other's territory is if we got jobs over there. And then after our day of work is done, we come back across the river and carry on with our lives. Now, with us sharing a metropolitan area, Auburn and Opelika do not have TV stations. They don't have their local TV stations, and they will get our TV stations, and they also get Montgomery's. Because that's in Alabama, so I know they get NBC, they get WSFA, which is the affiliate for Montgomery. I know they get that in Auburn, and I think they get it in Opelika too. But it seems like they get more of our stuff. They get more of our stuff from here. So, which brings me to my next point. Anytime football season gets near, WLTZ they will do this segment for a week. It's called War Eagle Week, where they just talk about Auburn this and Auburn that, kissing Auburn's ass like they're the best thing that happens since sliced bread. It's like you do know you're in the state of Georgia, right? And I don't care for the Georgia Bulldogs either, but would it make better sense if your affiliate, if your station headquarters is in Georgia, that you would have like a Georgia Bulldogs week, or in this case, a Sikkim week, or a Rambling Wreck week? Georgia Tech, or hell, a Georgia Southern, Georgia State, Mercer week, anything of that nature. Morehouse, Fort Valley, Albany State. Y'all get my drift. You figure that you will cater more to the state that you're affiliated in, not a state that you're not in. And I never thought it was cute or anything. I get it. Auburn, we share a metropolitan area with them. We do got a couple of Auburn fans here in Columbus. I get all that. But I just find no reason for them to have a War Eagle week. That's where the Montgomery stations, that's where the Birmingham stations, that's where the Mobile stations to deal with. Because those stations are affiliated in the state of Alabama. And I know for a lot of us here in Georgia, we get sick of that shit every year. Like this whole War Eagle week. Oh, we going around the Auburn University's campus. It's a lovely campus and all that. And hey, I've been to the Auburn University campus. I've been to Auburn before, so it's a lovely campus. Don't get me wrong. Jordan Hare Stadium is a great stadium. I've never been inside it, but I've seen the stadium. It's a really great stadium. But at the same time, you cannot you cannot cater more to Auburn just because you share a metropolitan station. At the end of the day, you're in Georgia. And my thing is, if I feel like a lot of people in Columbus will feel the same way I feel. If you want to cater to Auburn so much, take your station, get it out of Columbus, go up 280 west, and just move to Auburn or move to Opelika. Don't influx our city with this Auburn love. If you love Auburn so much, move there. And that I think a lot of people who live in Columbus who are not Auburn fans will feel that way. And just it just really it really gets on our last damn nerves here. It really does. Now, do I hate Auburn? No, I don't hate Auburn. I don't hate the football team. I get along with so many Auburn fans. And believe it or not, outside of the Gator Nation, the two fan bases I get along with most, and this is gonna come a shocker to all y'all, are the Auburn fans and the Tennessee fans. Go figure. I would get along with Auburn fans and Tennessee fans. It has nothing to do with the color orange, because I get along with certain fan bases who don't feel it, who teams don't feel it themselves with the color orange. Just make sure we all clear there. I know Georgia fans, they have this, Georgia and Alabama fans, they have this whole don't don't let friends wear orange. Don't let them become Florida fans. Don't let them become Auburn fans. Don't let them become Tennessee fans. Don't let them become Clemson fans. I get that. But at the same time, I feel like enough is enough. We, just kind of sees with it. It's just too much. It's way too much. I wasn't gonna put this on YouTube, but I feel like I need to though. I'm gonna do my and for Facebook. If you watch this on Facebook, yes, I'm still gonna do my pregame analysis video for the Florida Auburn game. I'm probably gonna do that tomorrow, along with my SEC talk, and I may just upload the SEC talk on Thursday. I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna talk about the game, but I want to focus this video on this situation. It's really starting to bother me now, but not really bother me. It's really starting to irritate me. Nothing. It don't bother me. It just irritates the hell out of me though. And to be honest, you're not really in all that TV station. To be honest with you, you're not all that. I remember coming up as a kid, y'all never had actual news. CBS and ABC here. I'm not gonna name names. Name their TV affiliate. Name their letters. I'm pretty sure you can all go to Google or Wikipedia and look it up yourself. So, but CBS and ABC, they had the news stations. They had the news on their stations. Fox, Fox here just not getting one about 2006. So I don't know when NBC finally corporate. I think NBC may have had a news station in the past, had a news in the past, but I'm not sure. I don't recall seeing one when I was coming up. I think they just started influxing theirs around 2009 or 10, and they had one since. I remember last year during football season, they would have their news come on after Sunday Night Football, and then after football season ended, it was no more. It was no more on Sunday Night News. It's still no more Sunday Night News. It goes straight to Nick Saban's show. It goes straight to Kirby Smart, all that stuff. We talk about Georgia and Auburn and Alabama. And it goes straight to that now. So you start to wonder. Oh, they used to have a news come on at noon too during the weekday. Budget cuts, I suppose. Yeah, you're not you're not going to survive in Columbus too long. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. At this point, WLTZ might just become an independent station and move to Auburn. Like I said, you're not going to survive in Columbus too long. It's a surprise that you survived here this damn long And when did you change over to WLTZ? I remember hearing something y'all used to call yourselves WYEA, some bullshit like that back in the 70s. I don't know. I wasn't around in the 70s. I just go by what I hear. But yeah, I just find it annoying and irritating, and I just think it really needs to stop. It just needs. It's just too much. I'm pretty sure they probably gonna see this. If not, then anybody knows anybody who works with WLT, as a matter of fact, I don't need y'all. I'll post this on Twitter. They got a Twitter page. I will post this on Twitter. I'll post a link to this video on Twitter, and they can check it out themselves. Maybe they can give me some answers why they always got to do the whole War Eagle week. I'm pretty sure they're gonna be like, well, we do. Our TV station does go all the way up. I'm sorry, my stumbling my words. Oh, the reason why we do the whole War Eagle week because our TV station goes all the way out to Auburn. They get our TV station. We want to show them some love too. And look, if you want to show Auburn some love, that's fine. I'm not saying don't show Auburn love. I'm not saying don't fuck with Auburn. What I'm saying is just don't overdo it. Don't oversaturate it. And that's what I think they're doing here. They're oversaturating the hell out of Auburn. And that's what's really irritating the fuck out of me. And I think that irritates the fuck out of everybody here who's not a Georgia fan. I mean, not an Auburn fan, excuse me. I understand. Like I said, I completely understand what I'm saying. You saturating the hell out of Auburn if your station was in Alabama, close to Auburn. I mean, I can understand Montgomery station doing that. Like, I would understand a Birmingham station catering more to Alabama because they're closer to Tuscaloosa than they are to Auburn. It just, at this point, it just really makes no sense. But anyways, I just figured I'd spit my 2 cents on it and then just look. It's just stupid as fuck though. Let me know y'all. Anybody who lives in Columbus or anybody who lives in Auburn or surrounding areas, you catch this video. Let me know your insights on it. Look, and I get and far as our TV stations here that do carry over to the state of Alabama, I know they go as far west as maybe Tuskegee. I think that's how far west it goes. I know a lot of that area in East Alabama from Tuskegee all the way over to Phoenix City, Smith Station, towards the Chattahoochee River. It's basically Auburn town over there. You got your influx of Alabama fans in that area. Don't get me wrong. There are Alabama fans in the eastern half of the state. And believe it or not, there are Alabama fans who live in Auburn, who live in Opelika, who's probably just fed up with it. It's not like they can just up and move closer to Tuscaloosa. It's just where they raised, and just where they live, where they grew up. And the old saying goes, and this is true. What you hear on TV about the state of Alabama, it is true. You grow up in that state, you're either going to be you're likewise going to be an Alabama fan or an Auburn fan. It doesn't matter what part of Alabama you live. You grow up in that state, whether it be from Mobile to Gadsden, from Southeast Alabama way up to Muscle Shoals, from Huntsville down to Andalusia, wherever part of Alabama you stay, you're either going to be an Alabama fan or an Auburn fan for the most part. They have no professional sports teams. They did have one, the Birmingham Iron, in the AAF, but we see how that went. Not the Birmingham team, but the league in general. We see how that went. I don't think they had any other professional sports teams in that state. Yeah, they did. Must have been before I was born. But don't give me the Birmingham Barons. Don't give me that. That don't count. We're talking about professional sports teams. We're not talking about minor league teams and all that. So so they professional sports team is Alabama or Auburn. Or if they don't like either one, they probably root for Troy or South Alabama or UAB. They probably root for one of those three teams as well. Or they might root for Tuskegee or Alabama State, Alabama A&M. Teams like that. But predominantly you're either gonna run to a Bama fan or an Auburn fan. I mean, like I said, East Alabama is predominantly Auburn town, but you do get your influx of Alabama fans there. You might get your Troy fans there, your UAB fans there, your Tuskegee fans, Alabama State, Alabama A&M, whatever. But I just think it's too much. I just think it needs to cease. I don't like it. I mean, I don't like the oversaturation. I don't like oversaturation of anything. I think oversaturation of anything is too much for me, and this follows it. All right, if you want to do War Eagle Week, this could be the good week for y'all to do it. Oh wait, you're not at home, so you can't do it. But you know, like I know last couple, I know not this week, but not this year, but I know a couple years ago they did it when they played Clemson. The Clemson came down to Auburn, and they lost. I can't remember when they did it this year. I want to say it was either Oregon week or whoever they played the week after Tulane week. It was one of those 2 weeks when they did it. And it was just Auburn this like when it wasn't doing the your daytime TV or your when it wasn't showing the daytime TV doing data when it wasn't doing daytime TV, it was time for another segment of the Auburn University whatever. Let's talk about the Auburn University band. Let's talk about the Auburn University art class. Let's talk about the Auburn University English class. You know, let's talk to the professors here at Auburn. How does it like to be a professor here at Auburn University? Oh, it's 6 o'clock. All right, let's talk about the Tigers. Let's talk about the Auburn Tigers. Let's talk about the football team. Let's get Bruce Pearl. Let's talk about the basketball team. Let's get whoever the hell the baseball coach is. Let's talk about how you're gonna lose to the Gators again in the upcoming spring. It's like cut it out. And y'all, you worse than the SEC network, you know. And I like SEC network. It's not a shot against them, but at least with the SEC network, they spread this shit out. It's not Alabama all the time, or Auburn all the time, or Florida, Georgia, Texas A&M, LSU. It's not like it focused on one team, unless they do like a segment like they do in the summertime. They'll have like a 24-hour takeover each team. That's understandable, but this is not a 20. But you're not a 24-hour takeover type of show, so really, there's no point in be talking about 21 hours out the day and leaving others, you know, when the other 3 hours leaving for Jerry Springer or Steve Wilkos, some shit like that, you know, daytime TV. Like, enough. Stop. Like I said, if you live in Columbus or you live in surrounding areas, East Alabama, let me know what y'all think about this for real. You know, if you're an Auburn fan, you watching this, do you like the oversaturation of Georgia news station talking about your team all the time? Just let me know. I'm just being honest with you. But anyways, I just feel like I had to speak on that. You know, my Gators, they play Auburn this week, and I feel like I've been wanting to do this video for years, but I said, I'm going to wait, 2019, Lord willing, if I make it this far, Florida plays Auburn. What better week to do this video than when they play Florida? So I can say we're going to smack the shit out of them. And I want to see what WLTZ have to say about that on Saturday night when Florida whoops their ass. Let's see if the tears going to come down their face. Because you already know they're going to start crying up there. Oh, no. We can't really talk much about Auburn this week because they lost to the Gators. Because Lord knows, when they lost to Georgia and Alabama last year, they had nothing to say. They were ghosts. Well, it could be worse, though. It could be Roll Tide week down here. Lord knows, Lord knows, I'll probably get the hell out of here if they ever did a Roll Tide week. Thank God we're not closer to Tuscaloosa. Otherwise, that might be a different story. But anyways, I'm going to get up out of here. Y'all have a good Tuesday. Boycott Taco Tuesday. That's my hashtag. I'm going to try to make that mainstream as possible. Matter of fact, I might make a video about that next Tuesday about the whole Boycott Taco Tuesday thing. I did start it up 2 years ago. And I want to make that mainstream as possible. Because I want to get that trending big time. So with that being said, I'm out. I'll holler at y'all later. Y'all have a good one. If you're watching this on Facebook, my Auburn, Florida pregame analysis video will be out tomorrow. And possibly my SEC talk. But if you're watching this on YouTube, because I decided I'm going to put this on YouTube as well, you will not get those videos unless you're my friend on Facebook. But what you will get on YouTube is a new drink review. I did do a drink review while I was out of town. And there's another video. Oh, and it kind of like a montage of my trip from last weekend. While I was out of town, I took like a good chunk of pictures, did some videos. I will do a montage of that sometime this week. And I will be finishing up my sexy ladies video over there, and which will lead to my special video I have coming up. This is not the special video. Just so y'all know, this is not the special video. It will say the word special video in the title when that video comes around. So I'm out of here. Y'all take care, and I will see y'all later. Oh wait, I almost forgot about this one part, and I almost forgot this other part too. Now, the first part I almost forgot about. Since WLTZ wanted to share a whole bunch of love to Auburn, and thanks to Alabama fans, I actually developed a new nickname for the Auburn Tiger football team. You know, thanks to their love of Auburn and thanks to Alabama fans, my new nickname that I've given the Auburn Tigers the last 2 or 3 years, I kind of kept this under wraps. I do say it. I want to keep this under wraps until this week. I call them the WLTZ War Buzzards. You know, Alabama fans like to call Auburn the War Buzzards because, and this is another thing that always tripped me out too. I know it's kind of played out shit, but I don't care. Are y'all the Tigers or y'all War Eagles? Like, come the fuck on. Like, you don't see the Florida Gators having two mascots. You don't see Georgia going by two mascots. You don't see, I know Alabama got the whole elephant thing, but you don't see them talking about roll, elephant, roll, and all that. It's like, really? That's not unique. I'm sorry. That's not unique having two mascots. Either you need to call yourself the Auburn Tigers and drop the whole War Eagle shit, or y'all need to call yourselves the War Eagles and disavow the Tigers. You know, besides, we already got two Tigers in the SEC, the LSU and Missouri. You know, if we don't have any Eagles, maybe you might as well just call yourself the War Eagles and let LSU and Missouri have the Tigers. I'm just saying. That's just my opinion. That's one thing. And second thing, I want to give props to my Auburn friends. You know, like I said, this has nothing to do with y'all. You know, you can take this video for how you want to take it. You know, I got all respect for y'all, but I just felt that everything I said in this video up to this point, it needed to be said. I just could not keep quiet about this anymore, and this is weak. But I hope y'all ready for that ass whooping on Saturday though. Hope y'all ready for that. Y'all better hope I don't go to Hooters for that because if I go to Hooters, y'all done. But anyways, that's it. I just wanted to include those two parts in. So yeah, so hashtag WLTZ War Buzzards. That's my new name. That's my nickname for Auburn. Y'all have a good one.